bells jingle all the way.
What's
what
happening?
fun it is to ride in a warped one open sleigh. Hey.
What is it? What?
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Santa. Santa's
You're
here.
listening to Warp, the completely unnecessary Star Trek podcast where we do unasked for audio commentaries of Star Trek episodes. My name is Santa.
You're not going to do that for the whole episode, right?
I thought it was like a horse for a while. Like,
I know.
Are you a reindeer?
Yeah, it's straight into Mr. X just for a second there.
It works for me.
My name is Matt.
I'm Jake.
Nobody knows.
I'm Parishioner Philippe.
Aaron.
And I'm little Minnie Winnie.
Oh, Tiny Tim.
Tiny man.
I'm Jake in this
Minnie.
Minnie. Yay.
It's just like you asked, Minnie. More warp for Christmas.
Say boy. What day is this?
Why, it's Christmas Day, sir.
Take this shilling and head down to the corner store and bring me a fine fat goose. I can't do that, sir. I'm a vegetarian.
What about the Beyond Goose, sir?
Beyond Goose.
Dude, if they come up with Beyond Goose.
Stew. Geezer.
So what is this?
I was up at 4 this morning and I came up with that.
That was
Yay.
amazing.
That was great. That was brilliant.
What
Beautiful.
Christmas spirit.
It's our Happy Christmas episode, you guys.
Yeah, happy Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays, dog.
And for that, we're watching Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 4, Episode 13, Devil's Due. What's more Christmassy than that?
It starts with
It
Christmas.
does start with Christmas.
And it's about the devil. I
That's
mean,
true.
the devil is like the anti-Christmas, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
Antichrist.
And I got
what you
45, 49 on the clock, and I'm punching the triangle. And 3, 2, 1, punch.
There she is.
Sailing away. There we go.
Oh, it is Christmas.
Data's playing Scrooge.
Data is performing in a production of A Christmas Carol on the holodeck
For an audience of
one. I think this is a rehearsal, right? This is not the actual performance.
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure.
You really think he did this just
I
for
think-
Jean-Luc?
I think him and Jean-Luc kind of do things. My theory was that this was sort of like their version of a play reading, you know?
Uh-huh.
They get all dolled up.
That's hilarious. You think
in
that
the holodeck.
Data and Picard just sometimes do things and don't include anybody else.
I think it's their time together.
Is that Captain Picard? Is the
No.
No.
Captain-
Picard's
I
sitting
see.
there watching.
I see.
Like a creep.
Yeah. He didn't know he was there.
Well, maybe that's their version of
This
playing
is a
D&D together.
This is a recurring thing. Data often acts in order to explore the human spirit and such, and Picard is usually his like acting coach. Like
I mean, on the show, these two are the most actor-reactors of
absolutely
right. I can imagine them just doing
Oh,
voices.
they must have loved doing
just in between shots, just for funsies.
I
like-
also know that Brent Spiner does a really incredible Patrick Stewart impression.
He does, that's
so
true.
I'm sure they were just like imitating
each other all the time. Yeah.
Patrick Stewart used to do a one-man Christmas Carol.
Yes.
He used to go around to theaters or all around the country and perform all the parts of A Christmas Carol. And I know this because I saw him do it. What? He came to UCLA and did it at Royce Hall one year, and I saw him do it.
Roughly when was that?
This would have been the late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
fine.
You could have been rougher with that date.
Yeah.
And he was spectacular. He played all the parts.
He's like the
and
20th century, the late 20th century.
did all the voices. And
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
I highly recommend going back in time and seeing Patrick Stewart do his one-man Christmas
Cool.
Carol. And then a few years later, they made a movie that he played Scrooge in, but he didn't do all the other
TV
parts.
It was a TV movie.
Yeah.
In 99.
It was just a regular Christmas Carol.
I like this. Like,
I like this lady behind
Yeah.
him who gives Data the side eye as she's
he's
walking
like in
past.
this Rip Van Winkle garb.
It's like, what is he wearing?
I know. What is it with them? Some people come out of the thing with the holodeck with the full garb. And
Yeah,
some,
it seems like they but it seems like sometimes they can clothe you
Yeah.
in the holodeck.
Yeah.
But sometimes they have to go in their own costume.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Because like him and Geordie are always decked out in their Sherlock stuff.
Yeah.
Even out of the holodeck.
Yeah,
And
you're
sometimes
right.
they switch you.
But then sometimes I've seen them change their clothes due to the holodeck.
Sure,
The holodeck does it.
You're correct.
It's almost like they don't think about these things until they
Real
can.
mystery.
I suppose we'll just have to watch more episodes to build a better
No,
hypothesis.
you're absolutely right. It's just one of those. It's just one of those inconsistencies that they.
Who gives a shit?
Well, it's not that. I just think that the answer is it's whatever the writers want it to be
Need
for
it
that
to be.
particular
Yeah,
story.
sure.
I don't know that there's an in-universe explanation.
Oh, something serious.
What's going on the planet? There's chaos. There's
Yeah.
there's shit going down.
Sean's going to read the stats right now.
Santa is.
All right, we're watching
Santa is.
Devil's Due, February 2nd, Groundhog Day, 1991, Season 4, Episode 13, Devil's Due. While answering a distress call, Picard finds himself not sure of exactly who he is dealing with, but he's sure he's not dealing with the planet's version of the devil, as she claims to be. Aaron, what do you think the IMDb rating of this episode is?
Seems like it would be pretty good.
Aaron mentioned unprompted that this was a really, really good episode, right? Or no?
The next one.
I think
Oh. Never mind. I take it all back.
We'll cut
Well,
that.
she
Yeah.
was
we
unprompted
can
there.
just say that same thing in the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll cut it out
Cut
here.
and paste.
Yeah.
I'll say a 7.5.
Anybody else?
I like this episode. I think it's goofy and fun, but I think it's fun. I'm going to say 8.2.
Ah, fucker. Everybody was 8 for the 2. 8.2.
6.7.
6.9.
I was gonna say 8.6 because it's a Christmas episode, and they don't normally
Wait.
celebrate these sort of things.
It's not.
right?
That's the only reference to Christmas in the whole
well,
episode.
it
is
feels
what we just
Christmassy
saw.
to me.
7-3.
Oh, that's too low. It's better
Philippe
than
wins.
Price is
that. Well,
right.
happy Christmas,
Oh.
Yeah.
Philippe. You won.
I know.
You won the Christmas
I
episode.
finally won. It's been a while.
Your prize is you can have another one of those candies. In front
That's
of you.
actually pretty good. These candies are decadent.
Those
and
QVC
delicious.
candies.
They are fantastic.
There's one of each
Ventax
flavor.
3, guys.
Yeah, this one's on Ventax 3.
I don't know, like that name
So
for some
this-
reason.
Ventax is one of those sounds like a drug.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ask your doctor about Ventax.
Ventax. Yeah.
What's it for?
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
It's
just
for
need
when
to
you have
ask your
3
doctor.
somethings and you either need one more or one less.
It works for both
It works in
situations.
both directions.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Worf, will you escort him? I am not an escort, but I will escort him.
Oh, there's Livingston.
Fishing there today.
Oh,
And there's his. I love his Earl Grey glasses.
They're
Those
like
are
in
great.
beakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have cages.
Beakers with cages.
but you can take the cup out of those
Yeah,
cages?
it's a little. It's so you don't burn your hand. It's a little like
Saucer.
hot heat protector. Yeah,
Yeah.
saucer. It's a portable saucer, is
Yeah.
what it is.
Saucers in space.
Saucers. Flying saucers. Never heard of such a thing.
Balderdash.
This episode, I'm gonna lay some actual facts on you here for a second.
Okay.
This episode was originally developed for the old show. It's
Jesus.
an old Kirk script that they've repurposed into a Next Generation script. And I think you can tell because it has a very Kirky vibe to it. Like it feels like an episode of the old show because it's all about a trial and like
Yep.
Jean-Luc has to use like Kirkian logic to like outwit the baddie.
Yeah.
It's like when Kirk used to make computers
up.
go insane by like presenting them with unsolvable logic problems.
Out Kirking them.
That's kind of what he does in this episode.
Plus, it has the devil in it, which sounds like an old Star Trek kind of. To me, it's like
You're right.
Plus, it's almost entirely Picard and Data, which would have been Kirk and Spock. Like this was clearly a Kirk Spock episode that got converted into a Jean-Luc Data episode.
Does Picard act more like Kirk then? Or does he still keep his Picard?
He's still Picard. I mean, they rewrote it. They didn't just like change the names on the script. They like actually rewrote the dialogue and stuff. Jean-Luc also loves a trial episode.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
There's a lot
The
of
panels on this jumpsuit. Oh my God. They're so
Ooh, the
unflattering.
crotch panels are not good.
Down the legs, too.
Yeah.
I feel like they're in some Florida, like,
Commune.
yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Senior.
Quilted
Living center.
panels.
It's for their safety. What about?
I like
oh wow,
these
they're very
jaunty
festive.
outfits.
These guys are like Christmas the ornaments.
I like the Ventex.
You're into the
Ventaxians?
Ventax
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
These are extremely flattering Ventaxian jumpsuits. Padding and all.
God. I know. A little extra in the front where you really want to emphasize.
Yeah.
Well, you also want to like de-emphasize, so maybe that helps with like.
If it's a
having-
control panel, maybe it would be a lot like pudgier.
It's like an orchid print, isn't it?
Maybe they're like depends.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like
Absorbent panels.
absorbent.
Yeah.
You don't have to ever get out of that thing.
It's like one of those Dune suits, except for pee.
Underneath, he's all like super wrinkly, and he's
But it's really not any technology. It just catches it. It's just like a kind of like a plastic bag in
Sure,
there.
right,
Just like,
right.
good. And taxis just have a real high tolerance for gross stuff. Terrible personal hygiene.
Gravity takes the excrement down into the boots where it is recycled.
Yeah, exactly.
oh god.
Oh no.
The boots are where the magic happens.
And when it doesn't work out, we'll laser off the bottom of your legs to protect you from the gangrene.
Great.
Oh jeez.
Anywho, this episode was the highest rated Next Generation episode since the pilot.
No.
Since Encounter at Farpoint.
And why?
I don't know. It was
There have
just
been much
it a
better
Snowden?
before.
there have been much better before and since.
We've watched them.
But people must have just everybody was in the mood to watch Star Trek.
Just tuned
that week.
in that night. It was Groundhog Day.
Maybe people were watching
They just
it twice.
learned they had either 6 more weeks or 6 less weeks of
Yeah.
winter. And whichever one it was, it drove them to watch Star Trek that day.
I think they would have. They were having a solid season, and this is just how long it took for like word of mouth to get out. That
Yeah.
This episode was nominated
check it
for
out.
an Emmy Award.
What?
For outstanding costume.
Yes,
design.
it was.
Look
Thanks
at
for
those.
noticing.
That guy's got
my
a
God.
cape.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
But
do
not
like
all right.
just me. The
Capes.
Ventex.
I do like those four actually.
Yeah.
The
Like that's not bad.
Ventaxians wear capes. That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I think it really was for the Depends jumpsuit, though.
Yeah.
they were ahead of their time.
They finally gave Deanna the Emmy for the lifetime of keeping her camel toe from
Yeah.
being shown.
Yeah, that's a skill.
Camel no.
Do you know? I think you've actually made that joke before.
I don't think so.
You're right. Yeah.
It's a good joke, so I'm not like mad about
No, yeah.
Oh my
There she
god,
is.
another
Well,
great
they keep
outfit.
coming with it.
Yeah, right.
Look at those eyebrows.
Ooh.
They're permanently arched.
It's good.
That's good.
That's a good
Ardra.
alien face. Yeah.
Except she's the devil, right? Sort of.
Well,
You're down with that alien look?
I'm down with that alien look.
That actress is Marta Dubois.
She's an alien, but she's not hideous.
Yeah, I like it too.
it's like the honeycomb eyebrows.
Okay, I'm gonna swipe left here.
Is that good or
I
bad?
don't know. I don't know. Is
Yeah.
that good or bad?
Nobody knows.
I just threw the dart.
Boy, that's.
Way to delineate generations
Yeah.
there, right?
I mean, at least the rest of the
I think
people
you're
in
now.
this-
I think
the
you're
rest of the
married
people in
now.
this room have the excuse of all being married,
Yeah.
and neither one of us know if it's left or right is good. Lefty. What is it? Lefty tight.
And you
righty
guys are-
tighty.
Yeah.
That's it.
Lefty's
Lucy's
the hookup
good,
time.
right?
Yeah.
Do you want Lucy? I guess you want Lucy, right?
You love Lucy.
I love Lefty Lucy.
Yeah. Oh. It's that scroll power.
oh,
She's got total scroll power.
Yeah.
that outfit though.
With
definitely.
acrylic scroll
Those
handle.
are some long earrings.
I
she's
wonder what
wearing.
episode won the Emmy Award that year for outstanding costume
Yeah, what
design.
beat this? Oh, I thought that was her hair that was going down to her
I think
collarbone.
there's earrings, right?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it her hair or hair earrings?
Are they hair earrings?
They're herrings.
It's a red herring.
Those are blue herrings.
Wait, no, they might be connected from her ears to the further down.
Yeah, because there's one at the top too. Look.
Oh my gosh. No wonder the costume enemies are shooting out at this thing. If I had a t-shirt gun full of enemy costume enemies, I would be launching it right at the screen. Poof, poof. Yeah. Bam.
Have you ever worn large earrings, Aaron?
Yeah, my
Watch this. Watch this.
Ooh, yeah. Oh snap! Quick, swipe right.
Yeah.
Righty tighty. Oh my god.
Ooh.
That's Keflar. What's the character's name?
It's like Feklar or something
Feklar.
like that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you got to accept her as who she is, right?
Do you? That is kind of the the question of this episode. Do you know what's going on, Min?
No.
If I asked you to describe to me what you think the plot of this episode is, what would you say?
Icky monster bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not
That's not far
wrong
off.
necessarily. There is an inky bad monster bad.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. Sorry.
Okay. So what's happened, Min, is that the gang has come to this planet, which is experiencing like earthquakes,
Yeah.
and this woman she claims to be Ardra, which is this planet's version of the devil. And she also claims to be the Klingon devil, which is that thing she just turned into for Mr. Worf.
Basically, the devil.
She's
no matter
basically
the
saying,
planet.
I am the devil. And we signed a contract 1,000 years ago that I would give them 1,000 years of peace and prosperity. And at the end of those 1,000 years, I'm going to show up and everything belongs to me. Right?
Nice.
The whole planet and everything on it.
Yeah.
And also, as it turns out, everything in orbit, because she's also going to claim that she owns the Enterprise now.
Except Picard is going to go over and rip her mask off, and then she's going to be an energized cloud.
She's gonna be like, groundskeeper Henry.
Again, it's very Kirk era. Like, there were a lot of episodes where Kirk encountered a Greek god or something claiming to be a god or an all-powerful.
Wasn't there an actual-
And then at the end, Kirk would like learn that it was a machine.
Wasn't there one where there was a literal devil?
Devil in like the animated series.
Yeah, there was a devil.
Yeah,
in
the
animated
magics of
episode.
Mistook or Maytook. Or
Megas 2?
Ma-
The magics
yeah,
of Megas.
I
that's
think
what
you
it's
guys
called.
remember any
Wow.
of that. Right, Aaron?
Jesus.
That was the one where they put him in stocks, right? Didn't they have?
Yeah, they were like
the
Pilgrim
old timey
times.
pilgrim stocks.
Yeah.
I'm remembering it because I'm looking at a sentence that says an individual resembling the devil first appeared in the Magics of Megas 2, an episode of Star Trek the Animated Series.
Sean didn't have to look
I
at that.
actually read it in the
Oh.
trivia about the episode, so he
See,
reminded me that
if
I had
we
seen
all read the same trivia pages, none of us are going to be surprised by what we learn.
Yep.
it. I read a different one that you read. I read IMDb.
Oh, okay. I read Memory Alpha, the far superior.
Sometimes they
Star
cross
Trek
over.
trivia site.
Well, it's good to have both perspectives.
That's why I don't. Yeah.
There's enough Star Trek trivia out there for everybody.
That's true
Can
enough.
celebrate.
And more.
And see, the problem here, Min, is that they don't know. They can't quite figure out how she's doing all these things that she's doing. But they're speculating that maybe it could be technology, that she's using holograms and transporters to do all these like tricks that she's doing.
They've been across the universe. They've seen plenty
Q
of...
continuum people
Yeah.
doing Q stuff. Like, but wait.
I don't know why nobody says, do you think she's a Q?
I think they brought
I
it
think
up.
they do.
Oh, they
They
did?
had just
they-
brought it up.
Oh, okay. I missed it.
But they think she's responsible for the earthquakes and stuff, or I guess they
Yes, that's what
they would be earthquakes. They'd be Ventax quakes, which is a side effect of taking too much Ventax.
You may suffer from the Ventax quakes.
Yeah,
Taking more,
uncontrollable quaking is.
taking more Ventax can cure Ventax quakes sometime.
Yeah,
Possible side effects. Oh, look, now she's in his chair.
Oh,
He really doesn't like it when people sit in his chair.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
particularly when they do it jauntily,
Right.
without the proper respect.
she's got her boots up on
I
his
know.
armrest.
Yeah, that's like Riker sticking his feet up in
Yeah.
Data's face all the time.
I kind of like her boots.
Me
His
too.
crotch in Data's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like one of the more stylish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This has a certain style to it that's not just alien.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Whenever they want to prove that somebody is more powerful than them, they have them beat up Worf.
Yeah.
That's good. Shows he's the tough guy.
He's supposed to be the
He's
toughest one.
When you go to prison, you have to.
But it counterintuitively has the opposite effect of making Worf seem like really easy to beat.
sauce.
Because
Yeah.
he's just constantly getting his
Yeah,
ass
that's
kicked.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just Q. You know, that's immediately what I think. You're
It's
just
very,
Q.
she's very cutie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a cutie pie. Wait, it's Christmas. We're supposed to do Christmas jokes.
That would be a good episode title for
Q.
because you know the Q episodes always have Q in the title.
Cutie pie.
Yeah, you could,
That's
that'd be a
probably
fun
is
title.
one.
Santa, it's me, little Min. Tell me, have we been good boys and girls this year?
You've been very good.
Oh, thank
Too
goodness.
good.
That's more of a goat kind of.
More of a goat.
Santa, Mr. Ed.
So now she's telling him, "Hey, I own everything in orbit around the planet,
Yeah, she's
which
just-
means
she's-
I own you too."
She's expanding this deal.
Yeah.
Now.
Really? I don't think that's how ownership works, right?
Dang.
Well, it's 1,000-year-old contract.
Yeah. It was from 1,000 years ago, and that's how it worked.
Oh, Data did back her up.
Data's agreeing with her.
What? Who's that guy?
That's the guy who was supposed to be sitting there.
Yeah, he's been there.
He's like, I got a part on the show. And they're like, no, you're going to be.
I don't think he ever says anything.
Yeah.
I think he's just an
He's got
extra.
to look like perplexed. Ooh.
That's coffee, right? That's tea. That's
No, he doesn't
rum.
drink coffee. What are you talking about?
What do you think that is?
It's
Wine?
rum.
What does he drink, Min?
Bourbon.
That's not tea. That's too dark.
No, that is the exact
Earl Grey
color
can
of
be
Earl
dark.
Grey
That's
tea.
way too dark for Earl
Black
Grey.
tea.
No,
It's dark tea.
no,
It doesn't take cream and sugar?
no.
No.
Haven't you ever heard
Earl
him
Grey
place
hot.
the order?
Okay, hot.
Oh.
If he wanted cream and sugar, he'd tell it, give me
I
cream
think
and
there's
sugar.
a couple times I feel like he's expressly said no. No.
He likes it. Yeah,
Oh my
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining.
Calm down, everybody.
he likes his tea black,
Don't tell me to calm
like
down.
he likes his bartenders.
God damn it. Sure. No, I mean, it's,
What did you say about what he likes?
I'm not going to repeat it. I barely got
My
away
brain
with
is
it.
catching up. I'm like, oh man, I missed something good. My brain's like, you missed something, you fool. It was potentially very controversial and wrong.
just going to skip right along.
Nah, it was fine. It was funny.
I suppose I normally like my tea with cream and sugar, so I've always imagined that is how Captain Picard
What kind of
drank
tea
it.
do you drink?
Oh, I love Earl Grey.
Me too.
Really, Earl
English
Grey with
breakfast
cream
is
and
great.
sugar? People put
Yes.
cream and sugar in their Earl
Yeah,
Grey?
man, it softens it up. It's sweet.
No thanks.
Get the
I'm with Picard.
Oh, Ben's getting.
Uh oh.
was
And
gonna
that,
say-
and that
I was
was
gonna
how
say
the
something.
tea wars began.
That's when,
Yeah.
I was gonna say what I was gonna say, and then I realized, wait, this is your place.
We should just say, get the fuck out of
This
here.
is.
He's like,
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to overstep my
The
boundary.
great tea schism of
This is
2021.
that part of the behind the podcast
right?
when they say, but then there was a problem.
But I take my coffee black too, so I'm not the right person to ask.
Wow.
Nah.
That's so.
I like it the bitter, more bitter the better.
Strong. It's just you got to
You're
brace
more
for
a
that.
man than I am, Aaron.
Yeah. Me too.
Took me a while. She got me on the black coffee now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I used to always be, too.
He would get that stuff that comes in the pump that you never have to put in the fridge.
That stuff.
The
hazelnut?
punch.
Like the non-dairy creamer or
Yeah.
whatever.
I would do my 2 pumps of hazelnut.
Okay, so
the shelf
I
stable
love how he
hazelnut.
falls asleep reading a book.
Into
into
sleep
the
reading a
into the
book.
like
Into the plants.
Jesus Christ, that's like annoying. If
What
anything,
shape is his pillow?
Yeah.
This
It
is
looks
the most
pretty
important
normal.
question.
Yeah, but he's so close to the plants.
He's a
I know.
He's
I-
just like,
tree.
You're gonna move in the night.
Ooh.
Yes. Intruder alert.
Yeah, right. You didn't even push the button.
It was for show.
Come on, let's admire his gams too.
Look at that outfit.
He wore that on Ryza.
No.
Something like that.
Also, up for that part of playing Ardra, Adrian Barbeau. You guys remember Adrian Barbeau?
Yep.
She was kind of a sexy lady of the
John Carpenter's wife.
time. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I think the Emmy is for Picard's little cutesy night outfit, though. His little night shorts.
Yeah, but we've seen those before.
He likes the shorts in his loungewear
I think this is what he wears.
and the really low V-neck on his tunics.
He shows that chest.
I don't know that I would find that comfortable to sleep in. See, there's just a lot of costume work. This episode has the most costumes, if
That's
not the
probably
best
why,
costumes.
I mean, Q episodes also have a lot of costume work.
Do you think that would be comfortable to sleep in, what he's wearing?
I feel like it would, depends on how much he moves in the night.
I feel like it would fall, it would get all tangled up because it would come off of your
It'd
shoulders.
get twisty, and I feel like there would be wedgies.
Ooh, what's that?
Now, see, here's the thing where she clearly doesn't understand Picard. Because Picard's not into Counselor Troy. He wants Beverly.
Right.
If she really knew him, she'd turn into Beverly in that moment.
I think it's for the fans.
Yeah, that's for the fans. But wouldn't she turn herself
That's for the
into...
fanfic writers,
Yeah.
is what that is.
Yeah.
It could be both.
Are there... hey, how you doing, guys?
Oh, it's a two-piece. It's shorts
Yeah,
and a
shorts and a little
tunic.
Yeah.
He seems a little embarrassed. Is this not common, attire for sleeping
It
all
is,
over
but
Starfleet?
He got
He's
beamed
out
down
of,
into
he's out of his element.
Okay. I mean,
He's in with the beaker tubes.
you guys were talking.
That's where they make the good Earl Grey.
the last episode of the previous episode about wanting bars to be dark and dim.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Sure.
Yeah, this is definitely an example of that at play here.
I mean, it's like his being in your underwear, kind of. Like you'd be a little distressed if you just got beamed into somewhere.
yeah.
Like Warp is like, did you say a uniform? It's like, dude, he doesn't have a uniform on. He's gonna want a uniform.
Yeah.
You just pictured him completely naked for a second. That's why. So taking it back.
I like these shoebox scenes right here. They're so different, because normally it's just.
Do you think it gets really confusing if you buy a van on van and then you have to pay the taxes on it? I mean, I just feel like the paperwork is gonna be like van taxi and van tax. I don't know. Just saying. What do you guys think?
So it's like
this guy.
do I pay,
I've given it a lot of thought, and
Not confusing at all. Because we don't call it Earth Van Tax. I gotcha. I know what you're saying. I gotcha. But everything is called Van Tax. They call their other planet Van Tax too. Repoed.
they didn't pay their van tax. Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't pay the van tax.
Yes, you pay tax.
Carpeted the back of that.
How many times can we say van
Van
tax in
tax.
this episode?
It sounds like you guys are saying van tax. Like you're driving a van around.
Yeah, that's a joke.
That's a joke. That's what I'm saying.
that's exactly what's going on.
What did you think we were saying?
I mean,
What do you think the real word is?
the Ventax, the planet Ventax, right?
It's spelled VAN. Like,
oh, I thought it was okay. Happy holidays.
yes, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. No, Min's right. The planet is Ven tax.
Yeah, V-E-N.
Right,
Oh,
van
is it? I
tax.
had no idea.
Don't stress about it, you guys.
No big deal.
Yeah, nobody knows.
It's all a matter of syntax.
Santax?
Whoa!
Another outfit.
No, syntax is a completely different planet.
Man, the definitely the designer was killing it with the
Yeah.
outfits. Except that one.
No.
Who do you do?
I know, that poor guy. Like,
They're
everybody else got such good
let's
costumes.
just stitch up a sleeping bag and put it on this old guy.
Well, we ran out of sleeping bag. Well, get this other one and put it in there too. We got
Everyone
two
else
sleeping bags.
was so awesome. And she multiple times, so
She likes the long earrings.
They got to she got to do a lot of dressing up in this episode.
She's got little hatchets on her ears.
Man, what's that one instrument? The Suriname or something?
They look like whale tails.
They're like bat lifts.
Yeah.
I love everyone's different interpretation.
They're like the brooms that come with the thing that also scoops it up. So it's like...
To answer your question, Min, I have pierced ears, but it's been so long since I wore earrings that I think I have to get them. I need to go to like
Vantex 2 to get Vantex
Hot
2
Topic or wherever they do it.
to get them
Mexico.
redone.
Mexico.
Yeah, I need to go to Algodones and get my ears pierced.
Well, you can do your dental work at the same time. It's supposed to be much cheaper down there.
Yeah. So anyways, I was actually contemplating getting studs again.
Oh. Well, you've got one right next to you.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, Matt is a stud.
Got a room full of Rosses in here.
Yeah.
And a Phoebe.
Yay.
That's nothing's going to happen there.
They are very close.
Wow. I feel like it got a little bit less pronounced on the makeup, and her eyebrows aren't as kind of distracting as they once were. I think in the opening scene, they were like...
Extra.
They were extra.
Yeah. Sort of like how the Kardashians had the that face hardware.
They just like softened it like a bit.
Yeah. Oh, this would be so intimate.
They're so close talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. During COVID, that alarms me.
How dare they?
Those earrings are slightly distracting. Bold choice.
Would you prefer if they had like CGI'd some masks on, Philippe?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you guys in the mood for a little corrections?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, Santa.
As a Christmas present to all of you.
I don't know. Will Winnie ask for some correction?
Please, may we have some more?
You've gone from Christmas Carol to Oliver Twist, but
They're close,
I'll
aren't they?
allow it.
Yeah, it is kind of the same.
Yeah.
Jake, play the jingle. Play the jingle. Play the jingles is really what I should have said, in keeping with the spirit of the season. These are corrections for episode 120, which was called Data Lore. It was the very first episode with Lore, Data's evil twin. Philippe and Aaron were not here. We're not there for that recording. It was when we were remote. So it was just the four of us. So this isn't really a question, but Philippe and Aaron, we were talking about our favorite Nicolas Cage performance, the four of us. And I just felt bad that you guys didn't get to chime in on that. Do you have a favorite Nicolas Cage performance?
Ooh.
So many, but I like the Con Air.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I think
part
that
when
was
he's
Jake's choice. Oh, no, Jake chose The Rock.
I did see Face Off twice.
I think you might have been joking. I'm not sure.
I mean, that sounds good.
Con
I
Air
saw-
as a joke
yeah.
and as real is amazing. When he has
Con
the
Air
fake
is great.
wig on,
Yeah.
it's blowing, and he's outside. It's amazing. He's on that wing.
Yeah.
That's like that's what I just remember really well. Just
Gotta watch it again soon.
so
I
good.
was into Face Off. I liked it when he was smoking that cigarette with no face on.
Yeah.
But I have to say, Raising Arizona is actually my favorite.
That is an
Is that
excellent
too-
choice.
is that too high end?
Nope.
He's great in that.
He is.
I like Raising Arizona too.
I don't think
I also
ever
like him
saw-
in Matchstick Men, honestly, but that wasn't.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, of course. My favorite Nick Cage performance is Moonstruck.
I was thinking about that too.
So
His chemistry with Cher is so good.
I was looking at pictures of Nicolas Cage in Moonstruck online.
Yeah, you
because,
were.
Why not? And I found this thing where someone has deep faked Nicolas Cage's face into other movies. So here's Nicolas Cage as Nicolas Cage and Nicolas Cage as Cher in Moonstruck side by side.
He's
That
playing
works.
opposite himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a website called Nick Cage is Everyone.
that he is.
Cool.
Has everyone watched the whole Nick Cage oeuvre, though? Because that's a lot of movies.
It's a lot of
movies.
I haven't kept up
There's
with.
I haven't kept up with his like Eastern European
his like
shelter.
Yeah, I was like
era.
paying his debt off
All
his
the
debt.
Redbox movies, like the only place you can get them is
Hey,
off
I've heard.
Redbox.
I
Some of
just
them are good.
independently heard that the one of them called Pig that's on Hulu is really good.
That one is
But
supposed
that
to be
is
really good.
supposed to be good. Though.
I've heard that it's really good. So
No, the other ones are supposed to be bad.
Not supposed to, just cheap.
yeah,
He just makes a lot of cheap
He's like-
schlocky
he's
movies.
the
They're just
entire
cheap
budget
action
is him.
films.
Okay.
You know, he makes a. He's there for a day and makes $1 million.
Cashing that check.
Yep.
Like we are.
yeah.
They film in Bulgaria.
There's no law.
Weirdly, that was the first episode where we talked about Chateau Picard because Min had sent me some for my birthday
Yeah.
or maybe I forget. So I was drinking it during that recording session. Chateau Picard. We talked about getting a bottle of Montgomery Scotch, but we never did it. We haven't done it yet.
Is it?
We should get ourselves some Montgomery Scotch.
That's all on you guys.
Oh, did you guys see? She turned into our human devil too. Just
Yeah, looks good.
like classic red horns
I
and
was into
tail
it.
devil.
No, I didn't see. I missed it.
you missed it.
Damn, we'll have
You
to.
should get some Montgomery Scotch anyway.
Yeah.
I heard that I was reading a factoid that nowhere in the Bible does it say that Satan rules over hell, and that is just a thing that's been added on. That's not referencing
Just
just so.
sounds good.
Yeah, so Satan is not the ruler of hell. He's just
Falsely attributed.
falsely attributed.
We talked about going to the beach and whether we enjoyed the beach or not. This is another just I wanted to hear what Aaron Philippe had, if they had opinions on the beach. Are you pro or con? of
Pro.
beach?
God.
pro the beach. It's like the beach.
I don't go as much as I'd like to. I think sometimes just the fact that it's down the street kind of like.
Yeah, I mean from here.
But it's amazing. We went yesterday. It was beautiful.
Yep. Like the beach, it's got a little bit of baggage. You got sand baggage that you have to take.
Min's primary complaint was sand related.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Come on.
Yeah.
My biggest complaint was having to haul a bunch of shit like blankets
Yeah, I don't.
and chairs. And
I
stuff.
don't like to do all that. I usually just like to go for a walk and not take all the stuff.
Sure.
But
Be light. Right.
yeah.
Yeah, we keep it easy. Keep it.
Sean talked about Disneyland. We were talking about Disneyland passes for some reason. Somebody was asking Sean if he had passes, and he said no because for his family, which is a family of 4, he's like that would cost like $2,000 to get annual passes for a family of 4. So I looked up what the actual price is for the annual passes. Does anybody want to
going
take a
up.
guess?
$2,500.
Sean's was $2,000
For what?
for a family of 4.
Family of 4.
2,500.
Yeah, I agree with that.
2,800.
3,000.
Jesus.
The least expensive one is $1,600,
Oh, that's
but it sucks.
It doesn't allow you
It's
to go
got
very
so-
often.
I looked up the blackout
It's like
dates.
no dates in the summer.
It's literally no weekends.
Yeah.
So you can go any day you want as long as it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
So that's for somebody.
So if
who's
you
got a
lived
really
down the
flexible-
block
yeah.
from Disneyland and you just hung out there, on a random weeknight to just go for a couple hours or whatever, it might be worth it. But no weekends is not
Yeah.
really a very good deal.
Yeah.
It's
For $1,600.
Yeah, I thought they were getting more restrictive.
So then what is the...
The next one up, which is better, that one, the no weekends one is called Imagine. The next one up is called
Imagine that.
Enchant.
Ugh.
Not
It's
worthy.
it's $650 a person, so it's $2,600 for
That's what I was imagining.
and that seems like the only
That's-
one. And
It's worth getting.
And even that one, you still have a bunch of blockouts.
Is there a one that's higher? Is there
It's
one
not-
that
there are 2 more higher
there's 2
levels.
more layers.
And I cannot tell you what they cost because the website said that both of those categories
Sold
were
out.
sold out already.
Oh my god.
Could you tell us
Because I
what it
guess they
costs,
only
Sean?
sell a
I
limited
mean-
number.
That's what I
because
was
of
saying. I think
COVID.
they've clamped down on it.
One of
They
them's
don't want a bunch
probably
of people
like
showing
800 a
up.
person, and the other one's probably close to 1,000.
But
a
it's
person.
only the top one of the 4 that said it had no blackout dates at all.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And nowadays they're not now they call them magic keys. They're
Right.
they're not annual passports anymore. And they're not they're subscription. They're like membership things. You pay a certain amount up front and then you pay monthly.
Oh.
So in that episode in Data Lore, Jake, and I don't know if you remember this, but Lore poisons Data. Lore drops a pill into some, and Data drinks it,
Cool.
and it knocks him out. And you said you wondered what kind of drug could knock
Data
out.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you said it doesn't say in the episode, it doesn't say what it's called in the episode. And you said, well, there must be a level of nerddom heretofore unseen. That's a direct quote. Where it says what it was online. So I looked and I Googled what Lore poisons Data with. I tried to find an answer and I could not find an answer to what that was.
Interesting.
That's a challenge to the
I did
nerddom
find out that
there.
what they were drinking was Altarian Grand Premier champagne. So someone did bother to.
I just have to
figure that
assume
out.
he poisoned him with Droxine.
Yeah.
It was a drug scene.
It's
Vantax. Yeah, duh.
It's probably ethylene glycol.
Yeah, that's what we've learned. It works on everything.
Antifreeze.
We talked about May was on that episode, and we talked about a musical that she was in high school called The Boyfriend, and she said that The Boyfriend was like a spoof of old timey musicals, and I said, but I thought it was just an old timey musical from like the 60s. So we're both kind of right. It's originally from 1954, The Boyfriend, which makes it crazy that they were doing that in high school in, whatever, the 90s. But it's set in the 20s. So it is a pastiche of like old timey 1920s musicals. We said, why would your school do that? And she was like, I don't know.
The price was right.
But
probably.
apparently, according to Wikipedia, its relatively small cast and low cost of production makes it a continuing popular choice for amateur and student groups.
Budget.
So there you go. That's The Boyfriend. There is a movie version of The Boyfriend. Maybe we should watch it. Ken Russell directed it, and the star of it is Twiggy.
Interesting. What year is it from?
1971.
That sounds
We got to.
really. That sounds rough.
Datalore is a Wesley Saves the Day episode, and at the time, the score was 4, but there had only been 12 of the total because we were still early in season 1. So the percentage was 33%, which I thought was amazing how high it is in that first season.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Picard has now figured out something.
Oh yeah, he's totally
He's totally
done.
on top of it.
They turned Picard into the Feckler.
They figured it out. They figured out that she's got a cloaked ship, right? That she has all this fancy technology that she can use to create all these illusions. And because of the cloak, that's why they weren't able to find it beforehand.
So it's like a Scooby-Doo ship.
Something like that. It's been a little couple weeks since I watched this.
But she also can turn into different stuff. Is that like?
It's part of it. It's like hologram technology.
Yeah.
Who
would have guessed?
Min was talking about how
That's a pretty bold thing to try to con a whole planet. That's pretty like.
yeah, but it totally would have worked if it
Wasn't for those
Jean-Luc hadn't
kids.
shown
I know,
up.
that's what I'm saying. That's a really amazingly bold plan. I totally like her and respect her more now.
Yeah,
It's like she's gonna take the whole Ventac system based on a 1,000-year-old contract, and
Yeah.
they're gonna like basically like, I guess we gotta.
Yeah.
Just like how they're like, yeah.
Jean-Luc's getting to give his big closing argument now.
Yeah, he's like me. He's like, you guys are ready to give up your whole fucking
I
civilization.
love it when Jean-Luc gets to like monologue in the courtroom. Like I love trial episodes on this show.
Are there consequences for this pseudo devil lady?
Yeah, they're about to. Because Picard figured out the tricks, he was able to do all the same things that she was doing. Except he snapped his fingers like Q when he did it.
Of course he did. That melodramatic bitch.
He's like, I always wanted to do that.
All right.
Thank you, Captain Demart.
Jared.
Jared.
Yeah,
Can't
that
believe
guy's
there's
name
a
is
fucking
Jared.
Oh
Jared.
man, who wants to go 160,000 light years to run into a Jared? I'm like, no thanks.
He went to Jared.
There have been
Sorry,
other Jareds
our
before that
fans
Jared.
named Jared.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm going. I just want them to stay on Earth.
When they're talking about getting,
they're safe.
when they're talking about getting an engagement ring at Jared's, that's who they're talking
That's
about.
That's who they go to.
He brings them all.
He's got a case.
And they're like, well, we figured
That's
it out.
it.
Let's go home.
Save this
Yeah.
planet. Do we get
Goodbye.
anything?
Save this planet.
What did we
See what I
learn?
mean? Like, it just feels like a Kirky like, setup.
Well, it seemed like there used to be a lot more courtroom shows on the original series.
Kirk loved to argue with
Aliens
gods
and robots.
slash robots slash computers, intelligent
Yeah,
computers.
but he often would make them blow themselves up.
Often.
He's real good at it.
Two more real quick. Min was talking about how he thought Wesley was like a nice looking young man.
That was wrong.
Sure.
And
Correction. What he is?
no, that's not the correction part. This is and
He's a
I said,
handsome
yeah,
man.
they usually cast attractive people to be on television.
Sure.
I was
Not
just
always.
being a dick. You know,
Yeah.
I was just messing with Min.
Yeah.
And then Min said, well, they could go to England and find people who aren't as good looking.
What did
to
I
be
say?
on
What?
TV.
How dare you?
Damn.
I did not.
Fucking Francophile.
You're right.
So and we all laughed because we were like, "What Min just like insulting all of Britain?" By calling them ugly.
Did I say that?
It's not as big of a requirement there.
So I googled, "Are people in England less attractive than Americans?"
Damn.
And weirdly, got a lot of hits.
There's been studies.
Why are people from England so ugly?
I did.
I think it's because they don't
Why
always
are British
put the.
people so ugly?
They do put normal looking people on TV.
I think that's what I meant.
That's their
Not
problem.
like they're
and they have
ugly.
normal looking houses too. Everything isn't quite so
Glamorized.
extra.
Also, the British have they aren't as they have a lot more inbreeding.
Yeah.
God damn it, Santa.
They do. It's not.
Santa.
I like it when we dig a hole and then just keep digging.
The U.S. has had a lot more blending than
That's true.
Yeah.
England has. England has the bloodlines aren't as mixed. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
And that doesn't. I mean, purebred dogs are not attractive animals.
Stop the recording.
So that led me to this article
Yes.
We all have.
from the New York Daily News
Oh no.
from 2009. I'm just going to
It's
read
the Daily News, though.
the headline to you.
You have to consider the source.
The British are world's most unattractive people, claims international dating site.
Oh, they make up for it in culture though.
Britons are among the ugliest people in the world, according to a dating website that says it only allows beautiful people to join.
Damn.
Fewer than 1 in 8 British men and just 3 in 20 women who have applied to beautifulpeople.com have been accepted.
Wow. Totally subjective, too.
Existing members of the site rate potential members, and that's how they decide who to let in
Oh
or not.
wow.
You don't want any sort of site like that.
Your choices, if you're already a member and you're trying to decide, are yes, definitely, yes, okay,
No way.
no, not really, or no, definitely not.
Wow.
Who wants to guess what country has the highest percentage of acceptance rate
Oh, that's a
India.
good question.
on that website?
India.
Sweden.
Brazil?
Sean, Swedish men have proved the most successful, with
what do you know,
65% being accepted.
Eugenics, baby.
While Norwegian
God.
Norwegian women are considered the most beautiful.
Who's judging? This seems awfully
Biased.
well,
yeah.
I thought it seemed a little
Eurocentric.
racist.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was
Well,
like,
my guess is this website's not real popular in Africa.
I was like, these are the two
Asia.
whitest
Probably a
countries
pretty European
in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not into it.
Yeah.
But at least they're
Agreed.
only excluding England, right?
I'm
So-
swiping.
I mean, there's a
left.
Sarsgaard or two who's pretty good looking, but
What?
How many stars?
One of those SARS
Yeah.
guards.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or STARS guards. I don't know which one it is, but there's one who's cute.
But thanks, Santa, for taking us
Yeah.
through that racist basement.
I know.
That is the
Racist
story of whether the British are less
It was
attractive.
all because of you, man. You started this.
You brought it up, man.
I don't think that's how
Not
I.
your fault, man.
I just listened to this today.
I'm gonna have to
The
review
British
it.
were just getting over it.
You
Now
absolutely
that
meant it.
again. They're now.
I think
set back.
Aaron's interpretation was more what I.
We can go to the tape during the
love-
break if you'd
I
like
love
to.
how their architecture isn't all just like some amazing, modern whatever. It's like there's clutter, there's cracks in the ceiling. I love how British TV keeps it real.
Yes.
There's some just
Yes, they're
Down to
yeah.
earth.
The
It's-
detectives aren't hot, which is the normal way detectives are usually not. They sit at their desk a lot going over clues.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not really
They're not
like
kicking
they're
down
not at the
doors
gym.
and pulling guns.
They're just
All the-
normal.
Yeah, they just have a
People.
different. They definitely have a different aesthetic approach.
Well,
to
do you
television
ever get in a mode
than America does.
where when you see like a normal looking person on American TV, it's almost like jarring, like on a news program or like kids TV sometimes you're like, whoa,
a normie.
yeah.
A normie got
and
on.
it should
Who
be
let
that way.
you on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like you don't feel that way walking down the street, but TV's a weird
Oh, I do. Who let you out of your house?
yeah.
Go
Yeah.
back in your cave, Fred Flintstone.
I guess the British are coming because.
I have one more to do before we can stop.
All right, let's do it.
We can
Dig
dig
us out of
ourselves
this hole.
out.
What's
Yeah.
an inspirational one?
We were talking. No, it's not inspirational. We were talking about Amy Fisher,
Sure.
Long Island Lolita,
Like
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
whose lover
A reference
Joey
from
Bettafuco
30 years ago.
shot.
Yeah.
Was shot in the head by the
Her-
Long Island
his
Lolita.
The wife.
His wife.
The wife
Right,
was shot.
by
That's
her.
what I meant.
Yeah.
I got tongue tied. That's what I meant. We were talking about this in the context of, and I said, did you guys know that there were 3 different
Right.
TV movies
Oh, yes.
made about
Absolutely.
the Amy Fisher story? And I said, one had Drew Barrymore
Yeah.
in it. One had Alyssa Milano in
Yeah.
it.
That makes sense.
And I could not remember who the third one was. And I said on the recording, I'll have to correction corner this someday.
Okay.
So the third Amy Fisher movie, which was actually the first of the 3 to air on television,
Can we guess?
was called
No.
Amy Fisher My Story.
Is it guessable at all?
It is not guessable at all. It is
Okay.
somebody her name is Noelle Parker. I've never heard of her before.
Okay.
She has a very short IMDb page.
She peaked early.
It's one of those things.
One of those things. She doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
She might as well not exist.
Well, for an actor. She was in a lot of stuff.
She
She's
looks
in
the
Ernest
most.
Saves Christmas.
Hey.
Anybody's
Hey.
seen
She
it?
looks the
ho,
most
ho.
like Amy Fisher.
That's Amy Fisher.
Oh, okay. I was like, that looks a lot like Amy
That
Fisher.
was a picture of Amy Fisher.
I was like, damn, good casting.
She was in a lot of stuff in like the 80s and 90s, and then it looks like she stopped working in 2000 for whatever reason. But anyway, that was the third star of the Amy Fisher movies. Noelle Parker.
Cool.
We speak your name.
Well, Parker
That's the
is
end of
beginning.
Corrections Corner for this
That's
week,
the end
you
of the
guys.
episode.
Yay!
Episode
Whoa.
Wrap it up.
Thank you very much for listening to Warped. Please go to iTunes, wherever you get your podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. You can follow us. You can email us at warpedpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at warpedthepodcast. Find our merch at Lunar Flare. Follow us on Twitter at Warped Trek. Follow me at Host Warped. Follow Min for Dungeons and Dragons and Call of Cthulhu live streams and podcasts at Wet Maynard. And go to patreon.com/warped to become a subscriber and get access to additional content and bonus episodes. Happy Christmas. I was almost said Happy
Yeah.
New Year and I realized no, that's next week's episode. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks. Say goodbye,
Next
Santa.
week, we're watching Clues. Until then, my name is Santa.
My name's Matt.
I'm Jake.
And I'm lead reindeer Philippe.
Aaron.
And I'm little Minnie Winnie.
Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night.
Merry non-denominational holidays to all. Ho, ho, ho. Cha, cha, cha.